Greetings! Welcome to another episode of Porygondolier. Today I thought I'd do a little playthrough of the Japanese version of Pokemon Blue with just a Mewtwo. There's no actual ROM hacking involved today, but I just found myself with the need to play through this game all the way through to make a little video, and since I don't have any completed save data on this one, I thought why not? Right. Not entirely sure what to go for my name. I guess I'll go with Blue. And for our little friend here, well, none of these really meet my fancy, so we shall go with John. Trust me, it's John. I hope I got that right. Right. Now then, I need to make sure I've got the Game Shark code on. It is, so I'm using 3 Game Shark codes today. One of them will set the starter to Mewtwo, and the other 2 will set its DVs to average, hopefully. Actually, you can already see its DVs over there on the stats bar, so yes, we should be alright. Okay. I'll take Mewtwo. Oh, looks like it's working well. No nickname. Oh, and the uplay has updated automatically. I can now instantly turn off the Game Shark codes straight away. We might get a slight difference there because of the way that I've set the DVs, but that will very quickly sort itself out after this battle. I have done a few Mewtwo runs in the past. It's been a while actually, 2 or 3 years maybe. I used to do runs just for fun before the channel. And yeah, Mewtwo runs are exceedingly fast. I think the best time I ever got was about 1 hour and 55 minutes, which coincidentally was in a Japanese version of Red. So this is somewhat familiar. Although this is actually my first time playing through the Japanese version of Blue all the way. So this is exciting. Hoping I actually just got the parcel. I did. I'm also hoping that the background music is working, as I'm doing this as a live stream that isn't live. Basically, this is practice. I'm not very good at live streams, so I thought I would do a private live stream just for myself, and then if it's not terrible, release the results to the public. So if you're watching this, it wasn't too bad. I do, however, have a cold, so it is quite possible I might do rather a lot of coughing. I'll do my best not to. In fairness, it shouldn't take that long. There's no need to fight Pidgey, although I do need to go and buy some monster balls. Let's buy a few of these. Probably don't need that many, but at some point I need to grab a Pidgey. And yes, so I mentioned I've done it in 1 hour and 55 minutes before. That's definitely not happening today, as I'm using speed up. So there's no way. I'll try to make it as quick as I can, but it's more likely to be, I wouldn't like to estimate, but could easily be more than 3 hours. I'm also pretty rusty when it comes to any kind of speed running on this game. My playthroughs are probably at this point notoriously sloppy. I don't even know why I'm taking all the potions. I don't think Mewtwo needs the potions. Right. I think it doesn't really matter. Although, you don't want to do too much healing on a Mewtwo run. Although this is going to be pretty sloppy. Not exactly... I'll say it now so that it's not a surprise later. It's not going to be a surprise to anybody that this is not going to be anything like a speedrun. It's going to be pretty slow. Or as slow as a Mewtwo can be. We will be going for more or less minimal battles, unless I accidentally walk in front of some people that I shouldn't. Just look at it go. Level 6, and it's dropping Geodude in 2. It's so good. There we go. Get the TM for Bide. Was a machine 34. And let's get out of here. Now then, do I need to heal up? I think I can hopefully get as far as Mount Moon without having to heal up. That's my goal now. We've got a couple of good attacks. So this top one is Confusion. We've got 25 PP on that, which is great. Actually, I don't know why I've been using Psychic so far. We only get 10 of those. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, that was easy enough. Try this one. Still at the point where it levels up quite quickly. Later on, I mean, it isn't the slow level up group, so it is going to be pretty slow later on. I generally can't be bothered to go back, so I tend to fight this one, even though it's 2 more Pokemon, I think, than the other trainer. But I think it's going to be so quick. And again, this is not a speed run, so I don't know why I'm talking about speed. Just something about Mewtwo just gets me wanting to go as fast as I can. There we go. I'm also going to have to go through Rock Tunnel in the dark today, which has been a while, so that'll be interesting. I've never been terribly good at that. But since we're not using one of my ROM-hacked versions, this is very vanilla. We have no choice. Probably could do some... I could have caught that. Oh well. Probably could do something with Game Shark, actually. Could probably force it to be bright. Let's try and catch this one. Like, 2 balls, not too bad. Okay. Right. I will heal up just once before we go into Mount Moon, and that should be... It should see us through to Cerulean City. I think it probably would have been fine even without healing up there, but yeah. I'm not going to bother with Water Gun. I don't think it can learn it, but maybe it can. I have no idea. I don't need it. Don't need to do a lot of these fights. On Mewtwo runs, I don't tend to bother with the rare candy in here. So I'd probably just run straight past, although it is worth getting the escape rope, so kind of feels like a waste not... I mean, it's only a few extra steps to get the floor candy, so we'll take the floor candy. Mega Punch down there, don't need that. That one... What, a Moonstone? I can never remember. I think so. Don't need it anyway. I actually think remembering the various items in this game is probably one of the hardest parts. Especially with all the hidden items. It's the sort of thing that separates me from actual skilled players. Oh, so many Judus. I always seem to bump into a lot of wild Pokemon on that exact... Yeah, in this exact trait. Although, Paris, that's come just in time. Hope we can get it in as many balls. Ah, excellent. Bought way too many balls. Okay. To Mr. Rocket. It just finished itself off with Confusion. That was nice. Saved me a tiny bit of PP, although I don't think it's going to matter as I will be healing. Another Paris? It's lucky. Now, there are some interesting things about Pokemon Blue, actually. The wild encounters in this game are unique amongst Generation 1, which is actually one of the reasons I wanted to play through it, to kind of have a look at some of those things. Probably won't be having a look at it very closely today. This really is just playing through the game. But yeah, there's some interesting things there. For example, not to spoil future endeavours, but Wild Jinx in the Seafoam Islands, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it. Just realised I need to sort out my settings. Fast speed and, well, we'll keep the animations on, I like them. And I think that is changing it to don't switch. Fossil. Yep, so we've got Jinx in the Seafoam Islands, and in the Safari Zone, Wild Lickitung. So neither of those Pokemon was ever available wild in any of the other titles in Generation 1 as far as I'm aware. Lickitung being available through a trade, Jinx also being available through a trade. Is it too soon? No. Right. I don't know. This is not optimal. We'll get one rare candy out here if I can find it. There we go. Other interesting things, over in the the Safari Zone, no wild Tauros or Kangaskhan, but you can trade for them, which I thought was interesting, and is actually probably kind of an upgrade, let's be honest. Oh. Wait. Swift doesn't work on Abra? Why? What? Swift doesn't work on Abra. This is Swift, yeah? Speed stuff. This is... what? Why is it... I'm not entirely sure what just happened there. That attack always hits, right? I have to look that up later. Something very odd going on. Wait. What is happening right now? Are we gonna lose? Well, no, but that was a bit close for comfort. Didn't expect that from you, Mr. John. Mandatory throat clear there. Do apologise if the coughing fit starts at some point. Right, well that was an extra heal I didn't want to do. Never mind. Head up here, and there's probably going to be a bunch of small changes I don't notice, but as far as I know the trainer battles are all the same. It's just some wild encounters that are different. And a number of other small things which are interesting. Pokemon Blue, the Japanese version of Pokemon Blue, does have the updated Cerulean Cave, so if you're not aware, the original Red and Green has a completely different layout for the Cerulean Cave, or Unknown Dungeon, as I like to call it, which I believe went on to be reused for Fire Red and Leaf Green, but of course in the West, by the time we got Red and Blue, and later Yellow, the layout had already been changed, and indeed it was changed again for Pokemon Yellow. Possibly the most changed cave ever, although that might not be terribly true, as Mount Moon's had a fair few overhauls as well, I believe. I think the basic design has really just been 2 or 3. Can't remember what they did with it in Heart Gold and Soul Silver actually. Not sure why I'm talking about cave interiors. Okay. Level 17. These Mewtwo runs, they just go so fast. I mean, there are plenty of runs where I still haven't beaten Brock. I feel like that's almost every run on my channel actually. Barring Raging Bolt, not many more. Don't need Thunder Wave. Okay, we'll go this way. This guy has, I believe, a single Onyx. Starting to remember things a little bit. Okay, that should have been Psychic. This way. Well, I should say there's no way this should be 53 minutes. If I wasn't playing on high speed, that would be a lot less. Let's forget which one to fight. I think it's supposed to fight the top one. Yes, the other trainer has 4 Pokemon. Somehow I tend to end up fighting the lower ones. It just seems like the path of least resistance. There we go. And one more. Ah, mystery grass. Everybody's favorite mystery grass. Or is it just me? Let me know in the comments if you want to. Right, we have arrived at Bill's place. He's a Pokemon. Okay, we've got the ticket, and we can now use our escape rope, which thankfully does work in this title. And the real question is now, should we heal up? I'm just gonna go for a cautious heal up before Misty. Probably not necessary. I'm even gonna save. It's not a speed run. It's not a speed run. Definitely not a speed run. Okay, Goldeen. I bet my keyboard's really loud, isn't it? I'm hoping that my PC noise isn't too loud on the recording today. The fans are going crazy. They do tend to do that. The poor thing is very much in need of being replaced. Well, Psychic resisted, but stab, so I think... there's not much in it. That's between Swift and Psychic, by the way. Although Confusion was definitely not the right choice. Do we get to learn Bubble Beam? I wouldn't mind. Oh, very nice. We can take Bubble Beam in the place of Disable. Can't remember how I used to do these runs. Haven't got the foggiest. Probably got some notes somewhere. Probably should have read them first. What are we just doing? We're just doing a casual run today. Right then. I wonder if Bubble Beam might be my best move to use against Drowsy. Well, that was a critical hit, so... hard to say. I'll teach Dig to Paris a little bit later. That's one thing I remember from when I used to do speedruns in my free time, was menu commands. You can waste a lot of time doing menu type things, and one of the little optimizations I like to use, sound like I'm using speedrunner terms now, but one of the things I like to do is teach Paris Cut and Dig at the same time. And if there are any items to drop or anything else to use, probably do those at the same time as well. And the place to do that is while standing in front of the cut bush in front of Lieutenant Surge's gym, because you're going into the menus anyway. Okay, so far so good. Those potions might come in handy actually, as I would not like to heal up in Vermilion. We'll be trying to get through the whole place without healing up now then. Which room has Body Slam in, and do I care? We do have a decent attack stat of 100, so I feel like I do care. That's going to be an improvement from Swift, also known as Speed Star, which I think we can probably agree is a cooler name for Swift than Swift. But it's time to say goodbye to Speed Star and hello to Body Slam. And again, should I bother with the rare candy, which is in this room? I often forget. Might as well. I don't think I need it, but I see that would have been a good time to use Bubble Beam. What am I doing? Sure, I taught Bubble Beam for a reason. There we go. Okay. I'll save just before fighting Sailor John. There we go. Seems like as good a time as any to use Psychic, and of course, it's now time for Body Slam. Crikey, that was quick. And for this guy, yeah, Psychic. Very easy. Absolutely no need to save before that battle. But I've been stung before. There we go. TM01. Hopefully I've got everything I need from here, as the boat is going and it's not coming back. Okay, quick trip to the shop. I like that they're actually called shop in this game rather than mart. Nice little... So I feel like when I was playing Red and Blue as a child, the word mart might have been slightly confusing for me. I don't think it's something I'd necessarily come across at that point. It seems pretty obvious now, but I may have just been taught by Pokemon as to what a mart is. Maybe maybe that term is more widely used across the pond, I'm not sure. Now, I'm going to save just to be safe. I am aware that the puzzle is a bit different in the Japanese one. It's broken in every release, but it's broken in a different way in this one, and I can't remember exactly what the details of that are. Wait, haven't I just been... Ah, that's got the switch in it. Right. Now, I'm just gonna have to try one that's next to it. Okay. Yeah, I should actually try and study the text that's appearing, as it will be different. Oh, there we go. Oh dear. Oh, that one again. I'm just going to try the top left, because that's often a good choice, at least in Red and Blue, even though it's not meant to be. Oh dear. This is the kind of thing that slows down and not speedrun. There's a switch. Nope. If you're ever playing the Japanese version of the game and Japanese isn't your thing, you can look for numbers here. We get switch number 1. Wait, do we get numbers? We definitely get a number on the second one, right? Okay, we don't get a number. Oh yeah, we do. There we go. We've got a number 1. That's the first one. And that's the second one. Just, thank you, game, for helping me make that point. I suppose that point probably goes for playing this game in any language. If you've played this as much as me, the language probably doesn't matter that much. Okay, Pikachu, Raichu. Easy win. Ooh, Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt is probably a mandatory teach. I'm hoping the normal dig trick works here. I'm pretty sure it does. I should know this. I've done several speedruns. Not speedruns. Oh, goodness me, I said it again. I've done several Mewtwo runs in the Japanese version of Red, so unless things changed... Wait, did I get... yes, that's what I wanted. Now we need to dig. Back to Cerulean. Don't forget the bicycle. Oh, did it work? Okay. And... yeah, no need to heal still. And over this way. Still got plenty of confusions left. Need to make good use of them though. Confusion really saves Mewtwo's early game run. I mean, early game moveset. Having 25 PP on a pretty decent move really makes it very usable. If it was only Psychic, while it is of course great, especially in the early game, the 10 PP would be a bit of a limiting factor and it would slow it down here and there. But just having that 25 PP on Confusion really just makes the game so smooth. It is... I don't know, there's definitely some kind of knife through butter kind of analogy that I could probably make if I tried, about how tremendously smooth this game is. Do we need to heal up before going into Rock Tunnel? I think we probably don't, but again, why not? I'm already at 1 hour and 39 minutes. I should be finishing in another 16 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. Ooh, it's dark in here. Right. There we go. Chance to use Bubble Beam. Ah, I should have taught Thunderbolt. Is it time to teach Thunderbolt? I don't think it's tremendously useful yet. It will be useful somewhere. We have to fight this one. No, another. Probably would have been useful. Oh dear. Yeah, having far too much difficulty with these slowpokes. Should we just teach Thunderbolt? 100,000 volts. Kind of don't want to get rid of Confusion though, but I think it is time. It is time, and I want to keep Bubble Beam, as that'll be useful on Geodudes and Gravelers and whatnot. Although Psychic is more than good enough. Let's see here, Confusion would have done that. I've just essentially... I feel like I'm wasting Psychics. Definitely get some PP ups on that in a little while. Right now, I'm slightly lost. Am I lost? Not exactly lost, but I may accidentally bump into a trainer that I didn't mean to bump into. Yeah, this part's slightly more finicky. See, yeah, I'm not supposed to fight this guy. It's hard to walk around in dark caves, alright? Back to Bubble Beam, and another Bubble Beam. Well, some extra HP, extra EXP for Mewtwo, not that it needs it. Right, let's go an extra 1 down here. No we don't. Stay on the bottom line. And then here, stay low, use another Repel. Exploding Hiker. I'm not going to have any trouble from him today, that's for sure. may notice I've turned off what I like to call the progress indicators today on the overlay. I did have to kind of manually set things up a bit today to get the overlay to work with Pokemon Blue, because or with the Japanese version, because essentially it reads various bytes of data from the game, from the memory, and those values, or those addresses where those are located, are different to usual, and the ones that make the badges and the Johns work are also different, and I was having a lot of trouble getting exact information about those. I've made some guesses, but there's a good chance they're wrong, and it'd probably just be bugging and completely wrong. So I decided to just turn those off today. But I am recording the data of the timestamps, so what I should be able to do after this is have a look at my data. This is what I get for talking and playing. Be able to have a look at my data and see if the timestamps recorded, if anything's recorded, sort of match what I think they should be. And if they're about right, then there's a good chance that the RAM addresses that I put in are correct. You didn't want to hear about my RAM addresses, I'm sure, but there we go. That's why that part of the overlay is turned off. But surprisingly, getting the level and the stats bar and the map over there on the right... Oh, did we just lose connection? What's my OBS doing? I hope this is still going. Sorry if there was a little disruption there. Maybe there wasn't for you. But for me, something strange happened. Anyway, what was I saying? No idea. Let's move on. I think we'll just go straight to Erica, as we have Psychic. We'll grab Ice Beam at some point. I don't really want to fight that Execute. Can you get in here without fighting her? You can. I don't usually come this way. I usually go the other way and fight the Execute trainer on the left, but don't really want to fight an Execute, as I don't have a particularly good particularly good move to fight it with. I suppose Body Slam would be fine. There was no need to fight three Pokemon instead, but that's what we've done, and that's what we're doing. And it's time to fight Erica. Victory Bell's down in one. At this point, I think we know what's going to happen. Ooh, it's Vileplume. Wonderful. Okay. We do need to do a few little jobs in Celadon City. I just got the PP up, didn't I? I think it's this one. We'll use that on Psychic. She can never have too many Psychics. And we'll head over here and we'll teach the bird how to fly. Nothing strange about that sentence. There we go. Which we can immediately use to fly to where we already are. Whoa, the map looks weird. Oh, I forgot about this. So yeah, they did change the town map somewhat. I mean the map contents itself, I think, are more or less the same. I'm not sure if the Indigo Plateau is in exactly the same position on the map or not. But yeah, things look a bit different with the location in the top left there and a different border and differences. Alright, we'll grab 2 fresh waters. 1 for the little girl. Hopefully she'll give me Ice Beam. Yep. And... Hey! Hey! I have checked in the past, by the way, and it's definitely faster to use the stairs than the elevator there. As it turns out, I timed it, and the stairs is definitely faster. Although, if that man gets in the way, questionable. I feel like there's a lot of flashing going on with Thunderbolt, possibly more than what we're used to in the Western release. I could be wrong. Another PP up, and now we will head down again. Perils of doing this at high speed. I'm actually speeding up with the spacebar, so at delicate points in the, when I need to make delicate movements, I'm able to turn it off temporarily, which is helpful. Bubble Beam. I mean, I could use Psychic. I think any attack would have done the trick there. Please drop your key. That's... Ah, no, I didn't want that. Did I? What is TM2? Oh, well, that one can learn it. I'll just get rid of that way. This is a HP up. Might as well. I mean, that definitely doesn't feature in a proper Mewtwo playthrough. Okay. Ah. Went the wrong way. Lost precious seconds on this not speed run. There we go. Bubble Beam definitely seems to be worth having. It does seem very flickery. I think we should have a look at that at 1x speed in a moment and see what it looks like. Obviously not against Sand Slash, that's not going to work. Let's just turn off the speed up and have a look at this. I'm sure it's not usually that flashy. Wow. I would imagine that was done before Electric Soldier Porygon, because that is horrendous. I'll have to do a comparison, it'll probably turn out it's exactly the same. Seems like a lot of flashes though. There's another item down here, just grab it before. Is that protein? I'm not sure, we'll find out what it does. Something went up. I think it was defense. Yes, defense. Great. Giovanni, not even going to bother saving. I saved too much. Nah, it's not terribly true, is it? Yeah, Psychic. Key. Dig a hole upwards, and we shall fly back to Lavender Town. Do we need to heal up? Nah. Okay. Still got some repels as well. Alright, Spooky John. So yeah, Thunderbolt definitely worth having. It's making me want to turn the animations off though. Bubble Beam, just look at this coverage. body slams, going through my attacks one at a time at this point. We will stick with body slam though for this one, and we will finish it off with a thunderbolt. Finish it off. I did mean finish him off, obviously. Okay. We need to find another. Did I say something about 3 hours? Oh dear. Oh dear. 4x speed though. Actually, we do get to be healed up. Why did I take that? Where am I going? Oh. I think I was supposed to buy max or super. I was supposed to buy better repels at Celadon Mart, and I've completely forgotten. Not the end of the world, but probably I'm gonna have to buy more at some point. And there might as well be better ones. Goodness me, flashing lights warning. Sorry if anyone is sensitive to flashing lights. I feel like my flashing lights warning is far too late. Strangely enough, I did look into this. YouTube doesn't give you a way to add a flashing lights warning to a video, which feels like something that we should probably have. And might actually be relevant for particularly Gen 1 Pokemon, and I'm guessing particularly when playing the Japanese release. If you're looking at the sprites in this game going, aren't these the Western sprites? They are. That is to say, the sprites had already been redone by the time Pokemon Blue came out. So we don't get to see the delightful original sprites today. Things had already been worked on quite a lot, and they turned it around remarkably fast actually. The Japanese version of Blue only came out a few months after Red and Green, and in that time they managed to redraw all the Pokemon from the front. The back sprites are the same. Rearrange everyone's favourite post-game dungeon, and do a number of bug fixes while making a whole bunch of new bugs, which is fun. And let's just be honest, the game's definitely better for it. The additional bugs, that is. Oh, my stuff is full. Time to get rid of some stuff. What have I got? I'm actually going to throw away a nugget. I don't need it. It feels like a waste, but I can't be bothered to go to the shop. And let's see. Oh, I need the water still. That's PP up. We can just use that again. Psychic. And TM21, we don't need it. And 13 I'll hang on to for a little bit longer. Okay. There we go. Before doing menu stuff in the... Ooh, look at that. That's a fun little one. My repel just wore off, and there's a dude on that house. And now he's back down there again. I like it. Can we put the dude on the house again? That's fun. We actually got to see a bit of a glitch organically. I don't know if that one is there in the Western release or not. I've certainly seen people appear on the top of buildings before, but I'm not sure if I've seen it from repels being used up. Very nice. It's that one. So yes, they'd already done all the sprites by the time Pokemon Blue came out, and that in itself was remarkable. I assume they must have done that because... oh, first patch of grass. They must have done that because they were thinking about maybe having a Western release. I'm not sure. I think it was still a bit too early for that. It was kind of took a while for them to see if it was popular or not in Japan. So most likely the work did happen for the benefit of the Japanese release of Pokemon Blue, which was originally a limited run thing as well, so an awful lot of work went into that for potentially not much benefit. Seems like kind of a passion project. But as it turns out, all that stuff got used for the Western release. Let's go to the Safari Zone. I wonder if we'll see a Lickitung. I might just not use repels in here, just in case we bump into a Lickitung, because that would be fun. Probably shouldn't run around too much though. I can tell you what we won't be bumping into today, and that is Tauros or Kangaskhan. Not that we likely would anyway. If we see a Lickitung, I'm going to try and catch it. I won't use it, but I think it'd be fun to catch it. I think it is quite rare though. It's remarkably hard to find information on these things. I found it on as a Japanese site listing. Oops. The different encounters in the Japanese version of Blue. On Bulbapedia, I think you can find mention of the differences, which is actually, yeah, I mean, you can find mention of the differences, that's where I found them, about Lickitung and Jinx, Tauros, etc., and a few other things. But then, if you go to the actual page for the Safari Zone, you won't find any mention of Lickitung and the encounters in this version of the game. So it seems like probably not very widely known. I thought it'd be fun to shine a bit of a light on that. Unfortunately, we didn't meet any Lickitungs. That took a long time to come out, didn't it? See, I usually come and give him his teeth later because we're too soon for teaching strength. I mean, Mewtwo could learn it, but no. So we'll possibly come back there later. We might just forget and not get that rare candy at this point. We've got quite a lot of rare candies, including some that I wouldn't necessarily have bothered to get. And it's sort of just ingrained at this point. We must collect all the rare candies. To not do so would be a terrible thing. Okay, a couple more psychic Pokemon, and the rest will be a walk in the park. I'll try Thunderbolt. Oh, it's so flashy. So flashy. I feel like I need to stop using Thunderbolt to spare you from the flashing lights. Let's just go for Body Slam. We'll use Thunderbolt at the absolute minimum to avoid the flashy lights at 4x speed. Although the flashy lights were already extremely flashy at normal speed. Of course, various moves' flashing light effects were toned down even more for the Virtual Console release. Haven't seen a side-by-side, but Blizzard was one of them. I suspect Thunderbolt was another one, so they may have toned it down even more. I'm saying that like I'm sure that they've toned it down here, but in between this release and the Western Red and Blue, but I'm not entirely sure if that's true. Right, it's now time to go to Saffron City, but we haven't been there yet. Can we get there? I'll just heal up. Poison's a bit of a pain there. Yeah, have some water. Have a quarter of a glass of water. Please do share the rest with the other guards. Ah, the Sylph-scope. Sylph-scope? The Sylph-co. Shall we bother going to the 10th floor? I think we shall not. Get one card key. Okay. I still don't think he's going to be much of a challenge. Okay, that'll be the only time I use Thunderbolt in this battle, I think. Try not to use it anymore. Ice Beam would be good here. At some point, we should probably replace Bubble Beam for Ice Beam. We should probably have already done that. I do apologise. We'll be using Thunderbolt twice. Thunderbolt warning. Oh, we're giving Lapras a name. Ooh. Oh. Oh. I believe. Okay. Wait. Yes. Yes, before I lose my train of thought completely. TM13. Goodbye Bubble Beam. Hello Ice Beam. Which will already be great for the Cubone. Is it Blizzard in this game? I think Ice Beam is more or less the same as usual, but I believe Blizzard in this game is absolutely ridiculous. Like 30% freeze chance, and it's perma-freeze. Gen 1's perma-freeze. I'm not sure if you can actually defrost enemies with fire attacks or not as well. I think you can, but I'm not sure if that was a thing yet in the Japanese version. We'll have to check about that later, but pretty sure it was a 30% chance to freeze with Blizzard, which is already a ridiculously powerful attack, and 90% accuracy in these games. It's very, very good. Probably not good enough to consider actually teaching it though. Although I think that would be fun. I think we should do that. Actually, we can do that very soon. We might have to use some PP ups on it. Nah, we should be okay. Yeah, let's do Blizzard today. Have a go with the original Blizzard. Oh, teach some HM moves. Might as well do strength while we're here. Okay. Where's it gone? 4 repels left. Definitely need to buy some more for Victory Road. Actually, yeah. Now seems like as good a time as any. Let's buy some gold spray. Excellent, excellent naming sense. Haven't actually used my bicycle once. The bicycle is kind of essential to getting a sub 2 hour in-game time. Was my... Oh. Thought my overlay had frozen then, actually. Thought we were way beyond 3 hours and 24 minutes, but apparently not. Oh no! My stuff is full. Wait, what's that? Oh, that was a speed boost. Okay. I'm gonna throw away Toxic. I'm actually just gonna throw away all these Pokeballs as well. And I'll throw away this antidote. It seemed like a waste, but I'm just gonna go ahead and throw away the old repels. I'm just constantly battling for space. Yeah, let's teach Blizzard. It's gonna be great. See how many times we can freeze stuff before the end of the run. Have I just taught another super flashy move? That's the question. Not as flashy as Thunderbolt. Of course, if we actually defeat Pokemon, then it doesn't matter, but... Ah yes, this is a bit of a problem here. Mewtwo's level is too low for the repels to actually do their job against rather strong Mucks. Okay. Oh, this time it's just one off. There we go. Don't need Solar Beam today. We'll take the rare candy though. And the key. And I didn't heal up, so now I need to fly back to Cinnabar Island. I will heal up. Actually paralyzed. Oh no. Right. If I remember rightly, the first answer is yes. And then some no's. So far so good. This is also a no. And this one is also a no. Just mashing B. And then this one is a yes. I'm hoping, yeah, so far it seems to be the same. And this one is a no. And that's how you get through there without having to think about it. Bubble Beam would have been nice here. I don't think it's going to matter though. You can always just use Psychic. My best move is here actually. Probably Psychic. Critical hit. This is the part of the run where Mewtwo starts to feel quite underleveled, but it usually doesn't matter. 40. Fire Blast. I'm guessing it can probably learn that too. Yeah, but no. But that could be interesting, but probably no. Okay. Have I... No, I don't have all the badges. I need to go back to Saffron. This is why you have a badge indicator on the side. Might be interesting actually to pop it on and see if it's actually working. See if I got the thing right for the badges, shall we? I try to turn it on mid gameplay. This could be dangerous. So we'll turn off the blue logo and turn on progress indicators. Oh, yes! Actually, things look to be about right. That's nice. Still just gonna turn it off and switch back though. Quite like the little Pokemon Blue logo there. Thank you for bearing with me on that one. Right. Now then. Top left. I want to say bottom left. I want to say bottom left again. Oh. I'm on fire today. Top form. Seems like a good chance to use Blizzard. No freeze. The whole Alakazam can only use recover against psychic type Pokemon thing still applies here. That's fun. Which way did I come from? Oh dear. Wait. Oh no. Oh no. I spoke too soon. This way? No, that's not right. Ah, here we go. This one. Okay. I'm not embarrassed, you're embarrassed. I think we're fine. No need to heal. Blizzard. Very nice. 90% accurate, I mean, the only reason not to is the PP. How often do you need to use an ice type move, really? There's no Volo here today. Suppose I probably could and should do a kind of Volo versus Mewtwo thing at some point in the future, but it might actually be more interesting than it sounds, because Psychic types aren't particularly good against Volo, so it might be an interesting way to show Mewtwo up a little bit. Blizzard. Wonderful. Did we manage to outspeed Dugtrio? Yes. Nice. Dugtrio is very fast, but Mewtwo is also very fast. 130 in speed. It's way up there. Top contenders. I think Electrode, I believe, has 140. I've run out of blizzards. How often do you need to use an ice type move? Oh, slightly more often than I can, it seems. I always forget, can you dig from here? No. Okay. With some luck, that's 8 badges. Yep, we haven't forgotten any. Got everything we need for Victory Road. We've definitely got strength. We've got plenty of gold spray, and time to battle John number 6. Flashing light warning. Blizzard. I have yet to freeze anybody with Blizzard. Probably partially because it's almost always getting a one-shot, so it doesn't really get a chance to freeze anything. Flashing light warning. We can finish it off with a different move just to protect your eyes and mine. Okay. It's a Nidoran. Oh, I assume that was the badge talk. Okay. I miss this in future games. I actually really like the element of handing over the badges, not handing them over, but showing the badges one at a time. As a child, when I was playing these games originally, first time I came in here, I guess I didn't have any badges, and then I was able to get a little bit further, and then I hit the water, and I was like, whoa, water? Later on I discovered there's the ability to surf, and it all unfolded in a very organic way. I didn't really figure out how to play the game very fast. So actually, bumping into the water was probably a big clue that we need to find a way to go on water. Not that that really helps you find the rather well hidden HM for surf. Considering it takes a good percentage of the steps you require to actually, good percentage of the steps that you have allocated to you to actually get to it in the Safari Zone. I do think that is one of the harder puzzles for somebody that doesn't know where they're going. Because of the limited number of steps aspect of it. Top. Yep. More gold spray. Just in case anyone's been wondering where I've been, there will be a proper video coming out at some point. I've been working on a video now for 2 months. Life has been quite busy, to be frank, so it's taking rather a long time to get that one done. It's also quite an ambitious video. Very much look forward to sharing that with everybody soon-ish, I hope. It should be a fun video. I can't give an exact date at the moment. Pushing my boulder. Okay. Oh. Almost feels like a waste of a gold spray, but I'm gonna use one anyway. Okay. Here we are. We're almost there. Time to deposit everything. Level 44 though. We can probably do something about that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, there's those candies. 8 rare candies. Right there. I'm sadly over 4 hours in. That is abysmal. And I would have been more than happy to play the game at normal speed, but I feel like it would have ended up being a much longer stream. Probably about 2 hours, I should imagine. Or, with me being slightly rusty, maybe 2.5. I thought that might be a little bit too long for a Mewtwo playthrough, so we'll play at high speed today. Keeping it casual. Oh. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of flashing lights in this battle. I might have mentioned that a bit too late. At this point, I should probably just put flashing light warning directly on the video thumbnail, or maybe we should just title the video, flashing light warning. Oh my. Oh, Mewtwo's frozen. Oh, we've had it. Ha! Our first loss. Incredible. I'm actually just gonna go back in. I see little sense in reloading the save for the sake of a minute or two. Wait, did Lapras outspeed me there? No. No way. Must have been a case of my first attack didn't get the job done. Didn't even notice getting frozen. Okay, it's gone for Hydro Pump this time, so we're fine. So the first freeze that Blizzard does, and it wasn't me that did it. Fancy that. Every Blizzard I use is probably just going to get a one-shot, so let's get some use out of this anyway. Don't know if I've brought much in the way of PP recovery with me. I think I've got something. I think it is possible to get through without any, but it's always nice to have. Agatha. I can use Psychic. That works. What, 100,000 volts? Yeah. Psychic for Haunter. Arbok. I'm gonna save. I think I'll save the blizzards for Mr. Dragon Man coming up shortly. So I'll stick with Psychic for most of the others. That means I really don't need to bother with a healing before Dragon Man. Well, we'll see what PP we've got left afterwards, but I think we should be alright. Thunderbolt. We just end up with exactly the right moves. That is supposed to be Ice Beam, but I'm not going to get a single freeze, am I, at this rate? It's just too good. Thunderbolt. It's definitely going to one-shot the Dragonite. Yeah. Not a single freeze. It's a bit of a letdown. It's so good, it's letting me down. Right, we've got a lot of body slams. Let's see what we've got. I don't know which one this is. Is that a PP recover? What does it do? I guess it's an ether then. I think I had one more. What we got? PP Ada. That must be the elixir then. Yes. Not a max one there, but between them they seem to have got the job done. I think the first item might have been completely unnecessary actually. Never mind. Right, the final battle. I could have used a full restore, but Hopefully it wasn't necessary. Blizzard. Here's a funny one. Not sure what to do. Very rare get to this point in the game and have a water move. Yeah, ice for this one. Ah, we've frozen it! Finally! The first freeze! Just before the end of the game. Unless something goes horribly wrong here and it uses a move which will defeat Mewtwo. That's Hydro Pump. Oh no. Oh, look at that. No general misses, please. That was a bit close. I probably should have used a full restore. I'll take it though. Here we go. Mewtwo clears the game at level 57, and a rather abysmal playtime, 4 hours and 41 minutes. And it's not Mewtwo's fault. Yeah, it's definitely mine. Alright, have the credits. It's been a while since I've seen the credits in Japanese. Very nice. I wonder if the Pokemon that scroll over from the sides are the same. Gyarados, Ditto. Omastar. I have to check. I think they are different between red and blue though as well. There we go. And that's it. If this was a normal playthrough, I'd probably go and do Volo now, but as there's no Volo here, that is basically all I have time for today. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Wait, now that's what James Hoffman says. I'd like to wish you a wonderful day. Look forward to welcoming you back to another video soon. For now, bye!